Oh, is it not great to hear that again? Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome to this week's mystery game. It's been a little while since we've had a mystery game, but I'm happy to bring it back again. And I'm bringing it back with a game that I think is very, very, very underrated. Rayman Hoodlum's Revenge for the GBA. This is, I guess you could say, I don't know if you could say it's a spiritual successor or just an alternate version of the events that happen in Rayman 3. It's really hard to say. It follows largely the same story with like a lot of the same characters, but yeah. This is a game that I have a weird story with this game actually that I'll be sharing with you guys, so it's a lazy morning in the Clearleaf Forest. Glowbox's dreams are disturbed by a memory. So yeah, I guess it does follow after the events of Rayman 3 then, so. At the time he swallowed the dark Lamandre. Glowbox is wakened by a strange sound. Huh? Who's there? I don't know, that's not a very good Glowbox voice, but I can't really do his voice justice either. Later that afternoon. All the sleeping's making me hungry. Hey, Glowbox, you there? Oh no, what happened? It's my best pal. Better find out what happened to Glowbox, quick. Hey there, Rayman, we're off on another adventure. This is so exciting. I read the manual, so I'll tell you how everything works. Okay then, so yeah, instead of like doing tutorial crap and yeah, I get what's slums and what's points and everything. It's kind of a top-down view version of Rayman 3 in some senses. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually really like this game. It's a weird game that takes a little bit of time to get used to. The controls take a little bit of time to get used to, but I find this game to be a very captivating game for what it is. Now, saying that, I haven't really played Rayman 3. I've played Rayman 2 a little bit, not much, but a little bit. But I haven't exactly played Rayman 3, so I don't know how this really would compare to that. But this game isn't real. This game's more of a sequel than that, and honestly, I think it's a very fine sequel. I really do. For a GBA game, I actually think this is quite a freaking good game. So, enough of me mumbling about and just trying to get through the tutorial area as much as I possibly can without being interrupted every 2 seconds. Oh my. Yeah, okay, I've always loved the teensy dialogue, but sometimes their quotes are just hysterical. Yeah, I need you to go inspire today's youth. Like, how do you freaking come up with this kind of stuff? Anything else? No. Just checking, because I know that this game likes to hold off a lot of secrets. Now, I'll show this off whenever I hit a checkpoint, because one of the biggest problems with this game that I think anybody who's played this game would agree with is this water here. The water is probably the biggest hazard in the entire game, I'd argue, because it functions really weird. You basically, if you stay in the water, this is a checkpoint here, so I'll show this off. If you stay in the water for a couple times, the damage gets so freaking staggering. It's not even funny. I'll show this off here because I can. Look at that. It's just a 3-hit kill. And yeah. don't care game over screen. I just got a checkpoint anyway, so I figured I'd show that. Now, I have a weird story with this game, because I got this game from my friend Alex, whom you've seen many times in my videos before. We've done several Let's Plays together, you know, Gunstar Heroes. We attempted to do many other Let's Plays like Kirby's Epic Yarn, Mario World, and many others. And a lot of those actually finished, actually, but just never... Some of them got finished, some of them got mostly finished, whatever. Anyway, he randomly gave me this game when we were still younger. When we were still younger, he gave me this game on the back of the bus one day, just out of nowhere. And I've basically had it ever since, and he's gone on record saying that he doesn't really like this game very much. And he gave me some pretty legit reasons why. It does take a little bit to get used to. What? Printed socks? What? Freaking teensies. You know, I kind of went really out of the way in this level here, so... I actually just found this teensy like a half hour ago for the first time, so... Yeah, I practiced this game a little bit before I started recording this. Oh my freaking god, how in the world did I survive that? This just made the stakes a whole lot greater in this. I hope there's not an enemy with a ranged weapon near here. It's a yellow lums, of course. Nope, die. Nope, wait, what? Oh. Well, I guess the yellow lums do restore your health, just not as significant as the red lums. If you see me, like, locking onto things, it's by me holding down the R button. I think Murphy made a comment about it, but it's a skill you really gotta get used to in this game. Because it's used pretty much everywhere in the game, so... Yeah, so... The story doesn't get stopped there with how I got this game, because I had this game for a while, and the first time I played it was in a really weird way. Basically, the first time I ever played this was at McDonald's, actually. But it doesn't just stop there. The first time, like... Because what happened was... Oh, wait. I didn't mean to skip what he said. I think he said something about boxer shorts, but whatever. Anyway, that's the end of the first level there. And yeah, he'll just evaluate this. So... Got all those, got all the teensies. And 3 Murphy stamps. Alright. I'm actually surprised that you can generally select, like, all the levels. Or go through all the levels anyway. It's kind of weird. Anyway, back to my story that I was trying to tell for the bajillionth time. So... Yeah, the first time I ever played this game was at McDonald's, but it wasn't just any McDonald's. So... For those of you who don't know, I used to be in Air Cadets for many years, 7 years to be exact, and the only reason I'm not in Air Cadets anymore is just that I simply aged out. But back in 2011, in fact, if I can remember the date, I want to say February 18th to 22nd or 23rd to be specific, we went up to a place in Quebec. I'm from Prince Edward Island, personally, in Canada, and we drove up to Quebec one weekend, and one of the first, if not the first night we were there, we were at McDonald's, and I just had this game and my DS Lite in my pocket. I think I brought this, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and Pokemon Soul Silver, and to say that weekend... I'm surprised this is probably the first time I ever actually talked about this on a video. To say this is, like, it was one of the most memorable weekends of my life is a huge understatement. It very, very much... I can still remember basically everything that happened that weekend. And this McDonald's story is no different, because some of the stuff that happened, like, that we were there, just at the McDonald's alone, like, I was playing this when I was there, and it was my first time playing it, which is probably why I remember this so much, but I was playing this, and that may be about as far as I remember, actually, about, like, the story as a whole. I didn't really get into this game until quite a bit later. It was probably not until, like, the summer of 2012 or 13, maybe, even whenever I actually got into this game, but yeah, there was another story from the McDonald's. I remember my friend CJ, who was in quite a few of my videos before. He hasn't been in one in a long time, but I think the last time he was in one of my videos, I think, was in a short segment in one of the DK64 videos. Like, I think he called me up on Skype when I was in the middle of recording or something. And anyways, he was at the McDonald's, and he goes up to the counter. He already had, like, a Big Mac combo or something. I don't remember exactly what he had, but it was something big. And okay, then Teensy. He says he was feeling thirsty still, so he went up to the thing, and with very minimal French, he just goes up to the counter, because in Quebec, everybody speaks French, you know, nobody freaking spoke English there, so there was a couple people who did, but nobody at that McDonald's did. Alphabetize my sausages! What the heck does that mean, Teensy? Alphabetize my sausages! Oh my god. I get a kick out of these things. Anyway, so CJ goes up to the counter, and he just goes in Petite Coke, which is small Coke in French. And the people at the counter misinterpreted him, or misheard him, and instead gave him a poutine and a Coke instead. I can kind of see how they made that error, but even then, like, I kind of can't at the same time. And here's the thing, they also charged him for that too, so... Okay then. So basically they charged him for an extra poutine, which I really don't know if McDonald's poutine would even be worth eating anyway. It doesn't sound like it would be a good idea. But they charged him for that when he didn't want it. Screwed up his order completely, and I don't know why I remember that, but I just do, and it's probably the thing you think I would remember the least, and I don't know if that was a sequence-breaking glitch or not. I don't... Oh, shoot, nope. Shoot, that was stupid. I feel like that might have been a sequence-breaking glitch. I think I might have even discovered that before, too. I don't remember, but I don't remember if you're actually supposed to do that yet or not, so... Either way, though, I guess I'll just go back the way... Wait, it didn't count the stupid switches being unlocked, of course. What are some of the other memorable stories of that weekend? There was... Well, there was only 2 English channels we got on our hotel TV, one of them being CBC and the other being Discovery, so... And I was very thankful for the latter, because that basically just meant... like, everyone at the hotel most of the nights was just marathoning Mythbusters, because there was nothing better to do. I remember, I actually mentioned this in my MagFest vlog, actually. There was, when I was talking to Sugar Conroy, but there was, that weekend was the weekend when the Runaway Guys, when they were still doing Mario Party 1, which was their first Let's Play. That's how long ago this was. It was when they did the Wario's Battle Canyon video, and I just remember that because, well, for one, Mario Party is such a nostalgic game for me, but also, I just really, like, I remember that, like, during basically all my spare time, I had my cell phone on me at the time, which was my old Sony Ericsson, whatever the hell it was, and there's times where I really friggin' missed that phone because there was a lot of good things about it, but anyway, yeah, I was just watching the Runaway Guys Mario Party basically at any given chance I had. I basically had to spend the entire weekend, like, 1 or 2 videos a day because we were just that busy doing various things. I'm trying to remember what other stories I can think of. There's a lot I can think of, but some of them might not exactly be politically correct, so I'm not really gonna say them. I shouldn't anyway, but also that looks suspicious over there. Probably nothing, but yeah, oh shoot. Ooh. How in the world do I get that? No going back. Yeah, sometimes the levels can be a little hard to figure out at times. In fact, there was a level I was playing just before this that's more of a bonus level, if anything, but it took me a really, really long time to figure out. Okay, also, what am I doing wrong here? Because this is... That's just gonna be, yeah, me dying. Alright, what the hell's going on here? Oh, great, oh, I can't make that jump. Okay, then. Yeah, I have a feeling I don't know if I wanted to go back there or not. Taking damage because I don't really care too much. I'm trying to think of some of the other stories. I remember one night I was discussing with CJ what my plans for Pokemon Black and White were, because, like, just for my team, because those games were still not out at the time. Like, that goes to show you how long ago this was. This was, no, the 3DS wasn't out at the time. There was, like... It was just it was an all-around very different time of life. Okay, there we go. How in the world did I miss that? Oh wait, hold on. Thank you for pointing out that this was here. And this over here, okay then. Okay then. Kill him already, for the love of God. There we go. Oh shoot, don't die, don't die. Oh, you... That was so stupid. Oh my God. Oh no, don't go. See, like, that's just the weird gimmick, is like the water can very, very easily kill you when you're not expecting it to. So, yeah. You always just kind of gotta be wary whenever there's water around, which, unfortunately, is a very, 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 very large chunk of the game. Because there's water pretty much everywhere in this game, let's be honest. I have actually at one point considered let's playing this game, and I've never ruled the idea out because I really, really do like this game a lot. And I feel like Mystery Game would be a great way for me to show it off at first, and maybe see if, like, you know, anybody would be initially interested in it at first, but let me get that lum. There we go. yeah, this is a game I would not mind doing a Let's Play of, because it's a game that I really have a lot to say, and I think it's a very, very underappreciated game. And let's finish off that. Congratulations, Rayman, you completed the level. Let's see how you scored. All the alums, all the teensies, and 3 Murphys. Oh, wait, do I actually have access to that first bonus level? Wow, I'm very surprised I have access to this. This, for being a bonus level, I'll just show it off. Yeah, this level is confusing as hell, because there's different places. I'm not going to go through it here, because it would probably take me about a very long time, but I'll just show where you're supposed to go in order to finish it. You're supposed to go legit all the way over this way, and so much of this level is really just shit that's out of the way and pretty near impossible to find. It's a very exploration-heavy level. I spent a good half hour before I started recording this trying to beat this, because that's how freaking confusing it can be. And the bonus levels in this game are like that. That's what they're like. And I don't mind it, though, because it is a legitimately pretty solid challenge. I'm close to the end of the level anyway, so I'm just gonna quickly finish this up here, but yeah, the end of the level's just down here, I believe. You can see, like, that was me speeding through that. I didn't score well at all, but I'm actually surprised I got over a quarter of the lums, because I was speeding through that. Yeah, anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this week's mystery game. This one was a lot of fun to do. I had a lot of fun sharing the memories I had with this game, and I think that in general, whoops, did not mean to drop my GameCube controller. If you get the chance to play this game, I would honestly very much recommend giving it a chance. I think it's a very, very underrated game, and might just be me, but that's, yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I've been Masterstarman. Join me back next week for the mystery game again, where we don't know what game it'll be. It's a mystery. I'll see you guys for that then. Peace out.